regardless of the amount of money you make, if you're grateful for however much you have,
Yes.
you're probably living in the right in the right path, you know?
I mean, think about, you're talking about ungratefulness. It's nasty when
Yep.
you see it. And it's like sometimes I'll be turned off by something. I'm like, what is it about that? Oh yeah, they're just ungrateful.
That's right.
Talk about how being grateful, because you have a very grateful personality. Anytime I see you online, on Instagram, anything you do, you're very grateful for what's going on. Has that always been like that, or has it shifted since you've become an entrepreneur? The last, let's say, 9 years.
Yeah. No, it's great. Being anything that you do and get good at is a skill set. Okay. So being grateful is intentional. All right. It requires you actually taking time and saying, I want to be grateful for this. So, I found out this weekend that a lady, stood at a pulpit over her daughter who had passed away and said one of the most powerful things I've ever heard. And I found out this weekend she had just passed away unexpectedly, which is extremely sad. But what she said that forever changed me, because her daughter was a friend of my wife and I's. And the daughter died unexpectedly, tragically, literally, with a very young son. And I mean, it was horrible. And this woman stood at the pulpit with her daughter in front of her in her casket, with all the courage in the world, and said that, like, she said, I lost my HUD, or she said, I want to thank the Lord for trusting me to handle my suddenlies. She said, years ago, I suddenly lost my husband, and now I've suddenly lost my daughter. And I just want to take this moment and let you know that we're all going to be okay. And I just want to thank my Lord Jesus for trusting me to handle my suddenly. And I was like, as a parent, I'm like, that's got to be one of the most, that one statement by that lady changed me.
It's beautiful.
It truly was. And, when you can, like, God hides the gifts in the ends of one thing, but again, he also gives us, those horrible things that happen to us to be astounded by joy. You wouldn't know light without dark, good without evil, and so on and so forth. And if everything came easy, and if everything was, if you didn't have to fight for it, then we wouldn't appreciate anything.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Talking
about good and evil, everything going on in the world, do you see the good versus evil battle that we're going through right now?
I do. If you're
front and center,
again, if it's crazy to me that some people can't see it. However, I understand why. It's just it's what they're going through internally within themselves.
Why? Yeah. Well, but actually, why? Why do you think they can't see it internally? What internally within themselves?
Most of the folks that are victims, I guess, it's literally just that. You're in every situation, you're either a victim or a survivor, right? So, at the end of the day, like, some of the things that people are upset about, especially maybe probably on the left side is what I'm speaking about. They're all entitled to something that the other side isn't necessarily feeling entitlement for. So, I think there was a clip that went out on my stuff this morning about, Abraham Lincoln said, "A house divided will not stand," and that's how everything that implodes mostly implodes from the inside out. The great countries or civilizations in mankind, everything, they always imploded from the inside out, never from the outside in type thing. So if you want to break up a large body of people, that's what you do. Is you create division and separation. You ununify them.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say right now, what's scary is that we're not the United States.
Right.
Of America. We're just the states of America.
Right.
And it's extremely sad. And I hope that that's the one thing that I would say both sides are guilty of, is like, come on, man, like, just stop with all the this and that and they're this, and like, it's just, I don't know, I'm tired of listening to it.